Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back with another guide for King Gaming, and today we have a Loki guide for you guys. You guys were asking how do I play against Zeus on low hand maps, and here it is, man. Loki against Zeus, alfheim. So let's get into the build order, man.
This is the die time build, man.
Yeah.
No Zeus stands a chance. In fact, no Greek stands a chance, man.
I mean, you're just gonna go ham with the battle boars, man. Like Greek can just not handle the battle boars properly, so.
Yeah, Greek has pretty shitty heroes. I mean, they're like individually they're hella strong, but just you gotta constantly remake them. They get focus fired down. It's no good.
Yeah, you can only make like 2 of them in classic, so there's like not many counters to the battle boars, and battle boars are just so fast. They're strong. They can take TC downs really fast, so it just means bad news, man.
Yeah, and Loki is pretty good at that fast heroic timing, so it's gonna get crazy.
Yeah, so starting out with a build order, 4 on food, you get hint and docks, 2 on gold, so 1 villager, oxcar, 1 villager, and then 1 villager, oxcar, villager to wood. So that's for the first 1 minute 30 seconds. So let's fast play this. So
Alright.
1, 2, 3, there we go. So yeah,
Sweet.
now we're gonna put the dwarf on gold. You will have to bring back, yeah, there it is. You have to bring back the villager gold to the oxcar like by yourself.
You gotta have that goosey micro.
Yeah, you gotta have that macro, like a top tier macro. So yeah, 2 to gold, 2 dwarfs. So let's fast play this. Then we're gonna build 3 villagers to food for a total of 7. So let's fast play that. 5, 6, 7. Then we're gonna build a temple near a tower. You don't want to go aggressive with the temple because, I mean, you could explain it pretty well, I guess.
Yeah, like this kind of build, well, like Norse in general, it is like kind of typical. You know, they go forward build and stuff, and you get really aggressive. But as soon as you lose that forward, it's all over, man. Like you have no momentum, and then they just come marching in on your main base. So when you build like more defensively like this, keep it next to the tower and stuff, you have more of that like dominating presence thing because you can build forward anyways. Later on, you're just gonna raids are gonna be so good that it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, the raids are what is important because we're not gonna really like fight the enemy army up front. We're gonna only raid. So if you build your building in the middle, then it's just gonna get destroyed by the hoplites, and hoplites have bonus damage for Zeus. So it's
Right. So
it's the best
going to
idea.
second temple too. Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
second temple.
like after you build this, like when do we send scouts like all around the base? Like cause kind of want to have like that map presence so we know everywhere to raid. You know, when do you start going there?
You mean like when I'm gonna like auto queue the Hersers to the base of his, or like?
Yeah. Do you split off the Hersers? You keep them all bunched up, like cause you know how you can like kind of split them up, go on both sides, get like those micro prong raids and stuff.
Yeah, I usually just send them to like the enemy hunt spots, so I kind of you can kind of like blindly guess where the hunt is gonna be. Like it's probably gonna be here, forward on this map, or on the sides, or in the back. So you can kind of like blindly walk them to here, for example. Like let's put the fog of war off. No hunt here, but there was hunt here, so the forward, yeah, and there was hunt here, so.
Yeah, I noticed on most of my games, kind of the setup you have yourself. Sometimes on rare occasions, it's not the case, but what you see for yourself, like where your hunt is, and typically where your golds are placed, you can kind of assume the other guy is gonna have a similar setup. So based on what you're dealing with, you kind of know where to go for the opponent.
Yeah, especially with the new balanced maps. Like more often the maps are just going to be mirrored, so they're kind of going to be the same.
Right.
But yeah, we forgot to mention one thing before going to classic. You had 2 gatherers on gold. You actually moved those to wood for a total of 4 on food on wood, and then total of 5 on gold with dwarfs. And
auto queue to gold.
yeah, the new dwarfs all go to gold.
Yeah, see, look on the map now. This is what I mean. Like, you split off the Hersers and they're marching all around trying to find any raids they can get their hands on, you know?
Yeah,
Like, that style I like more than just the front facing, kind of the generic Loki where they just run right up to the front and pretty much it's just your army versus the other people. Like this way, this gets the Greek player looking all around. Like he can't just focus on that front engagement. He's got to like check in the back. Oh crap, he's getting pinged. His wood villager's getting hit. He's getting his temples getting hit on. Like, just you gotta make them panic. That's kind of what your goal is here.
yeah, and very important is like to never lose your horses. You want to walk them back to your base once they're low. Like this one is 1 HP, but this
Oh,
one is going to heal up.
he's a beast. He's the peak fear, man.
Yeah, he's that one lucky guy who gets like 2 girls at night. But yeah, this one is gonna die and this one is gonna get away. But yeah, about 12 dwarfs on gold, and after that you RQ dwarfs to cows. So you're gonna have that nice heroic time in 10 minutes, roughly.
Right. So, can you explain like what's the goal when you use like spy? Like I know you put it on his wood villas, but like is there like something you want more than the wood villages, like say food or gold, like, or is it just anything you want? You just want it on one of the villagers.
Yeah, like it's always good to have it on a villager, but yeah, it's probably the best to have it on gold or food. But if you just don't see him like fast enough, it's just good to put him anywhere down on the villages so you have vision over what he's doing.
Right.
So that's basically like the point.
So yeah, now you're stacking up those myth unit procs for the Hersers, getting a free house kill.
Yeah, like the goal in a classics should be that you need a favor for the battle board, so you need to attack a lot of buildings to get a favor build up, and once you reach heroic, you can actually like get to spamming them.
Yeah, so a lot of like sort of the lower tier Loki players kind of get like discouraged right at this point. Like you're doing damage, but it's not like crazy. But that's like not the actual goal right now. You're just trying to keep them busy while you get that like sick heroic timing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like some
yeah,
people right here, they'll just realize, well, I'm not doing anything. I see yellows come to help green. Like I failed. Like I should have killed him by now. But that's not even what you were going for. Like you
yeah,
just want
yeah,
to keep them busy, get that micro or that macro going, and like see like right here, this is pretty clutch. So green's like giving you no raids anymore, and you saw yellow come over there. So now we're getting like some sick raids over here, yellow, and also I'm there too. So like this kind of stuff just works out. You just gotta have
yeah.
that game experience.
We're focusing down the citizens, so just one died. That's like 2 point all villagers compared to like Greek eco. So yeah, we're gonna look for some more villagers. There's like usually always villagers in the back, so just keep looking for villagers. Like just keep going. Like here it is. I think they walked away right here. Yeah, there they go.
Yeah, that's the other thing, because like you gotta think how you play. Like when you're playing, you think that your back stuff's actually gonna be your safest too. So you gotta assume your opponents are thinking the same way. So when you're raiding, you gotta really check all those back corners, everything, and especially like this, how we walked up right as he was running away. Like you gotta expect they're running away too if they see you, and obviously they're gonna see you because we've been raiding them. But
Yeah. And I always want also one thing to note is you gotta get the Hall of Thanes upgrade for your temple, 300 wood and 10 favors. So you're gonna get that for the movement speed buff for the Herseers. That makes them move faster, and then you can like really catch villagers off guard.
oh yeah, they're like the Flash. Even got the red color, man.
Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, actually at like one point, like once you have like uh, 11, 12 Herseers, you actually stop RQing Herseers. You just try to keep them busy, and you build the new dwarfs to pigs or cows or whatever you have, and then you just go heroic. So it's like it stocks up the food, and then you can actually go heroic at like a decent timing.
Yeah, so one of the reasons, just for like the newer players, the way the Norse economy works, they have unit or the villager. There's the dwarf that costs just gold. So when you're trying to do these timing builds where you need a certain amount of food, a certain amount of time, Norse is really strong in that kind of like concept because they can actually stop spending all their food and still maintain like their income because all these dwarfs.
Yeah, it's kind of like cheesy, like, but that's really what Loki is, man. Like Loki is all about the cheese. Like you
Oh
gotta
yeah.
like kind of like it's almost if you like need to have bad eco to be good at Loki. Like you actually don't macro, like you macro, but not really, you know.
Yeah, he like excels without even like super strong macro. Like I've seen Loki's just dominate and stay on one TC too. Like they're crazy. They just got so many tricks, so many
Yeah,
fast mythic builds and all kinds of stuff.
like only hunting dogs the entire fucking game. This game though, when I'm go after the second temple, I actually get pickaxe and husbandry. Husbandry a little bit later, but yeah, you're gonna need husbandry and the pickaxe to get to heroic.
Right, and you want that pickaxe also so you can auto kill those battle boars faster.
Yeah, well, not faster, but you get more gold. But yeah. Uh, so I took this TC. It's always smart when you go heroic, like during the advancing, you take a town center for more pop. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to build battle boards because you just pop locked. So always take that TC, usually forward, so you're just like closer to your enemy, and you build like a forward temple as well. Out of the battle boards, you just mass up a big army. You don't show yourself to the enemy yet, and then you just go in one swoop. Like you just go like right
Just going
there.
for the finish and kill, man.
Yeah, like it's best if they don't expect it. Like it's okay to raid outside, like they know you have Hersiers, but then they all of a sudden they see like this big ass army just coming into them, and they're like, oh shit, I should have built like counter units. And that's why,
Yeah.
as the Zeus player, you actually need to scout. Like you need to scout to see what Loki is doing. So it's really important.
Yeah, you're about to give them the good old 1-2 skidoo.
Yeah, I gotta give
And
him the Hersier. I don't know.
punishment. Yeah, but the cool thing about this Loki build is like the goal is to get so many battle boards that you just basically siege everything down, and battle boards are hard for a Greek to kill. And then when he that combination with the flaming weapons, like you make so much favor off of this that now you're gonna have even more battle
Yeah.
boards.
Like if you want to have a really bad macro for Loki, which is good, just put like do it like me. Put 31 villagers on the fucking gold and just auto queue battle boards. You're gonna generate a favor and just keep them coming. But yeah,
Yeah. This also worked out. Like I'm pretty sure Loki actually was gonna take this, but on top of that, we had our buddy do his A&E right at the same time, Ancestor
yeah.
and Eclipse. So it was devastating.
I think he didn't understand English though. Like I was like, uh, A&E, you understand when I go FW, and he's like FW, what is that? You know, I have like flaming weapons, bro, and he's like he still doesn't understand it, but at the end he still managed to do it. So
Yeah, he asked a few like for like 4 minutes, just asking him if he'll do it, and he didn't say anything.
yeah, I was like F plus W and A&E. It's possible, you know.
Yeah, so this very much Greek is out. There's nothing he can do at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
he can back base, try to help out Yellow, but there's too much momentum for Loki, and now also Isis is coming into play. So,
It's understand Osiris.
and the coolest thing that I like about Loki is like that he like negates so many god powers. Like right now, opponent just used Traitor. All those Hersers are gonna wreck that battle board he traitor'd, and then like also A&E is just useless versus Loki. He just has so many Hersers, it doesn't matter. Like Loki is pretty good versus a lot of god powers.
Yeah, if you're gonna like use A&E against Loki, you usually wanna use on the dwarves like far away, far away from the Hersiers.
Yeah.
But yeah, you wanna focus down like all the buildings that shoot arrows. You wanna destroy the military production facilities. You just wanna like go for key buildings with your battle boards. You wanna pick units up really fast. Yeah, you do like a little bit of macro, like 7 food, like it should be enough. Even though like honestly, you could probably macro this a little bit better. Actually, like it's like
Yeah.
overkill on the goal, but it's whatever. Like we already won the game, so I just stopped trying with the eco.
Yeah.
There has spawn a mountain
It's
down.
pretty snowball effect going on right here, and now it's just gonna, yeah, and then he gets those goosey giants. I love when I
Yeah.
get a hill spawn giant or mountain giant spawn.
Yeah, so that was like the Loki guide against Zeus for low hand maps, and so yeah, two temple. So let's just like
Review.
discuss like the key points. Like what should you do? Like two temples, pickaxe husbandry, four food, two gold, two wood, oxcar for both, and then three more food, three more gold. Now you move the gold villages to wood. Go heroic 10 minutes, and you build a forward town center, forward temple, forward barrack, and then you just push with the flame weapons.
Yep.
So that's it, basically, like the summary of this guide, and we'll catch you guys next time.